short video because I've gotten the question a couple times when working with alcohol inks. I've been told that alcohol ink colors will fade over time, or it will lose the vibrance. So I wanted to pull out a couple of my old projects to kind of show you what these look like now that they're about a year old. So what I'm also going to do is up in the corner, I'm going to put the old video, a picture of the old video, and I'm going to kind of try and copy to, a little bit what I did in that old video, so you can kind of see what these look like a year later. And I'm going to tell you that these coasters, I never put these in my shop or put the cork bottoms or the backs on them, just because I liked the vibrance of them, and I was kind of holding on to them honestly for this very purpose. We're wanting to have them sitting out and revisit them in about a year and see, did they maintain the color. Now, the difference with these right here is there's also some mica powders in here. With these right here, I had mixed the alcohol ink into the resin. I did not drop the alcohol ink directly into the resin. And so this is one example of a year later using what the alcohol ink did. And I see they're still completely vibrant. I do see that potentially the whiteness, the whiteness isn't as white as it was before, but I think it might be the lighting. So to me, they look almost exactly the same. You can see the sparkle, you can see the vibrance of them. And so with this set, it was alcohol ink mixed into the resin, and then I used the resin. With this set over here, it's 100% alcohol ink dropped into the resin. And I will also put up in the corner a really similar, the video of this from a year ago to show you the difference in these and how they look. And I think too, if there is a difference, it's quite hard to discern. I'm not going to say there isn't when I'm not seeing it. So I have a couple theories on this. Most of the time when people are struggling and they're talking to me struggling with resin, a lot of the times when they're talking about making their waves or doing the things that they do, it seems like they're doing everything right, but it's probably the resin. Because as you know, resin comes in a bunch of different viscosities, and the particular resin that I use on my projects is actually countertop resin. So the purpose of countertop resin, hi Cheddar, is to be durable, to be able to be used functionally, so that when I put things on top of them, they still remain smooth and beautiful even a year later. You can still see the gloss. You can still see how, and actually these have been in my office, so people have been using these when they come see me at my desk. So the gloss on them remains the same because I've used a countertop resin with UV resistance. So the success of the colors not fading, the alcohol inks not fading, because this, like I said, is alcohol ink dropped directly into the resin, is probably because first it's layers. As you know, I did these in layers building up. And second, it's a heavy duty countertop resin with UV resistance in it. So, and it's the same resin I use. I use a couple different ones, and I always link those in the video description, so if you're curious about that. But I thought it might be interesting to revisit at two of my projects where there's a very prominent alcohol ink being used. And I had been asked, even in the videos for these, if this alcohol ink would over time dilute the color, would the color fade? And this is my experience. My experience is no, it doesn't. using countertop resin. I also do it in layers, so you have to remember at the end of each of my projects, I do a flood coat over the top. So no matter what I've done to the resin on the inside, I protect it by putting a clear glossy top coat. So that could be your factors right there. You've got layers, you've got countertop quality resin, and then you've got the clear flood coat, which I put on the top of all of them because I want that smooth glossy finish. And here we are a year later. So I hope that helps. I think that some of those factors make a big difference when we're talking about, you know, how your colors will continue over time, the durability of coasters. And I'm going to say one of the other questions I get to is I don't usually do typically large pieces, and I absolutely love to do it, but the reason I choose coasters for my videos is because I can get the light to shine in and from all the angles and really give you a good idea of what I've got going on inside that coaster with the layers. So I use coasters because of that, really that alone. I know that like jewelry would probably work really well also, but that's one main reason I use the coaster is so that you can see, like you can see the layers, you can let the light can shine in. So the light is getting all aspect of the coaster, and yet the vibrance of them are still there and then this is like, oh, I think these are maybe like more like 11. They're more, these are about a year and a month, and these are not quite a year. I did these almost probably exactly a year ago. So I just wanted to kind of revisit these with you a year later and see what you guys think. So so go ahead and give me some comments. I finally am moved, so I will be working on some more projects, and I will start appearing again. And I feel like I've been gone too long, and I really miss you guys. But anyway, hope you have a good day, and I'll see you soon. I want to say thank you to all my channel members. For anybody who is a member of the channel, they get early release to all of my tutorials before they come out. If you don't want to be a member and you want to help me out and you enjoyed this video, please like it, subscribe, and hit that bell, and you will get notifications for any new videos I have coming out. And thank you for watching today, and we'll see you next time.